Hi guys. Okay, so this is my favorite sketch book. And sorry, I just got some dental work done, so I have been trying to get better. So I just wanted to do a blog about some of the types of papers, and I want to show you my experiments after graduation because I am resting and I'm taking care of myself. For people that do not know or that they want to be a fine artist, that they want to be a painter, that they want to be an art illustrator, and hi to all of my friends that graduated with me. Thank you for all the shares, likes, subscriptions. We got 74 followers now, BFFs. Yay! Let's go ahead and keep on growing. And I'm going to try to put a little bit of information out there that I haven't seen nobody shared it. Maybe there's a reason why, maybe there's more for it, but um, due to the circumstance on what is going on, so maybe some people can catch up, think about it. If you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and go to college and get a bachelor's of fine arts or a degree in art, this is why you should do it. One, if you love it, why not? Two, is stress reliever. It's fun. You get to meet a lot of fun people. You get to do a lot of fun stuff. But as you can see, some of the other, more seasoned artists, I consider myself a newbie, and I just graduated, and yeah, I'm still working on some of the wrapping around coming back home to the living room as my studio. So Ismelda.garza.studio is, yes, wherever I'm at. And here we go. So this is my favorite sketchbook. Why? Well, because of its history. I started using it way before I came to Western. And you can see here, after my semester finished through school, I still have some pages, and I like to reuse my stuff for my new ideas, for my new sketches, for the next adventure, for the next portfolio, so on and on and on. We never really finish. It's a work in progress, a whip all the time. And no, I'm not talking about an actual whip. It's WIP, work in progress. So here we go. Canson, to me, is like an awesome company. And here is some information for whoever is watching the video. He, she, whatever you identify yourself with. I'm not going to get into it, guys. Please don't make me get into that. So I'm just saying. The front of the paper here of this, notebook, it has, like you can see here, it has inside the paper, you can tear it after you're done with your sketches, so you can actually use it. But here's some very important information that not everybody knows, that we assume people might know. Not everybody knows. Okay, so this notebook contains 50 pages. This is how big this piece of paper is, width and length. And right here, this information right here is important. Why is this information important? It tells us what the paper weight, or how heavy the gram of the paper, the grain of the paper, how it feels. So how it handles the media. The mixed media, as it says right here, and as we open up this information, this is like so awesome. It has a little bit of it, the history. This photograph of Canson Paper Mill is done by Robert Rodriguez Jr. You can see the copyright right there. This company has been around since 1557. In the French countryside of Annonay, France. This was, back the royal paper manufacturers of Louis VI. This was actually appointed by royals. And what is so awesome to me, right here, 450 years ago, this product was made for fine art and to explore creativity. This is an actual paper made for fine art. So you can use whatever you want, but if you're looking to be in the realm of the arts, this is the type of information that we look at. The reason why, the history behind it, the causes, the cultural effects, events, and so on and on and on. And I can go ahead and go on, right? It has it in French, the information here, the story, and then it has it in Spanish, but it tells us right here the legend inside of the notebook. It tells us what we can use and what the paper can handle. See? And yes, I use this for one of my classes, so that's why we start like this, looking, exploring. And what I wanted to say, I told one of the parents back when I was in 2018, before I started Western. One of them approached me in one of the local stores in Las Cruces. At that time, I was in Las Cruces, and they asked me, "Do you know what this means?" And this is what I explained to the parent, to always look inside of the notebooks, and usually it will give you the information back there. Some companies do have it, some companies don't. I'm glad that Canson has been more than around the corner for us. Thank you so much. This is you can see throughout my photographs in my Instagram, and now here in YouTube and everywhere I post. It's actually this type of notebook that you see, and then a green one, the smaller one that I used this last semester. And I'm experimenting, going back into I'm taking the summer off, and actually I'm not too sure about the fall. I think I will continue on the spring, but meanwhile I'm going to continue creating. Everybody creates on the summer. We take some time off, we rest. Like some of the more seasoned painters and artists tells you to avoid burnout. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I started in 2019 and I finished. Yes! Congratulations to all of the graduates. I want to say thank you to Kate, who helped me bring my last biggest painting, 7x6, The Denial of Real Emotions. That was in the McCrae Gallery on the Affinity final exhibit for us graduates of spring 2023. So yes, we are conquered. So now I'm exploring and doing a little bit of research. This is agape paper. And as you can see, it's see-through. And this type of paper actually reminds me of the how some of the cotton fabrics are done, and you can see the little ridges of the cotton, how is woves, what is it, the loom, I think that's the proper name for that, materials and fabrics. So coming back to the paper, it reminds me of the math paper used for some of the graphs. The little squared ones. That with this, it's really lightweight. And where's my hand in here? Here it is. I get lost in the paper and the video. So yes, you can see it's translucent. It's very fine. I can't wait to work with this type of paper, and see how different materials handles with this, because yes, I'm gonna create some of my pieces of work. For example, the study on how to eat a cookie, it's graphite with handmade paper. And I actually, for my other types of charcoal, I use charcoal art. I use Arches 300 GSM cold press. I don't use hot press. It's just my preference, and that's how I was taught. But I can always change back and forth. And because this is my studio now, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on different types of illustrations, of sketches, and see what we can come up with. I actually started exploring in this last, portfolio, a lot of more abstracted art. I don't know, it just happened. I just kept sketching and sketching and sketching until I liked it. I remember when I did that last painting, which it was the 7 by 6 painting. mm, The it took me a whole 2 weeks to figure out how to approach that um, canvas because it was so big. And at the beginning, we're just, sometimes we have like we need to breathe, we need to like something like, sometimes when we do not have a sketch, at least me, every artist has handles their art differently and their story is different. So by all means, take what it helps you move forward. If you're in art is drawn by emotions, by letters, by color, by a taste, by the smell, so what's going on in our heads, so it's very, very important that we kind of like sketch, journal, whatever is it that you would like to do, and to put it all together, then come back and actually look at what you're doing. And from there, you get an inspiration, a thesis, and everything will flow in. Trust in the process, trust in your intuition, trust in what you're doing, but most importantly, don't stop doing art. So, with that said, um, Hariyami Paper is in California. It's a company that, it does big, um, you know, different types of paper. That's handmade paper, and this is what it translates to this one. This notebook, I back in 2018, again, when before I joined Western, excuse my nails, guys. I haven't like I haven't take care of my nails. So, going back into this, I encountered this type of notebook. You can see I used it already, and I already tore right there with a blade cut off, the piece of work. But what I was saying, different paper has different reasons and it handles different materials differently. And this is a thicker, you can see in here, kind of. I hope this can take it a little bit better. And it handles materials differently. Watercolor. I pulling the lights on this, I will be very gentle. I noticed that with the tape, I will use gum tape to tape it down and work with it. The other blue ducks paper painters tape, it does get and I noticed this of handmade paper or different type of paper a lot. So the painter's tape does, when we're like slowly pulling the tape back, be very gentle and breathe when you're doing that technique, because it tears the final look of your art. So, don't just grab it and tear it off, because then you will damage the paper, and we don't want that, because we want our best work out there, and we want our buyers to have a good, quality art. That's why it's very important on the type of pigment that you're using, even though a lot of colors, as we go through history and, the fabrics and everything, and how ink is created is different that it was back in the day. But yeah, I'm talking about the egg washes and pigment, which is color. It's totally different than now, but we use oil, water-based um paint, and oil seed, linseed oil. I think, yeah, oil. One I can't think straight because I'm still a little bit in pain, so bear with me, guys. Linseed oil for our, for our art, for our paints and canvas. And sometime I usually queen for acrylic. That's how I started with acrylic. And watercolor, with it's water, so and just make sure we do not create mud. So wet on wet is very, for me at least, it's a technique that we have to be really patient with it, and different medium handles different materials differently. That's all what I'm saying with this video. The reason why I'm doing it is because, like I said, if students that are thinking about it, they're not sure, yes, it's worth it, guys, but you will not be like, I don't know how to say it. We don't do art just to become famous. We do art because we love it, because, like a lot of very seasoned artists has said, art is a reflection of society. So we're just trying to reflect back to society. Hey, this is what you guys doing to us, little people. So yeah. So with this, this drives me back to the next type of paper. And this is I never used Master's Touch before. This is cold press paper. This is for watercolor. The size is very small. And I usually get the block, the Arches block for watercolor, but I haven't done it. But as well, Arches has some watercolor paper as well, and you can see the grain of the paper. So all the little, how it feels. It has a different feel to it. And this gets me to the next part, which is, this one is acrylic, and as well by Master's Touch, which I have never used. This is, the weight of it is 400 GSM paper, very heavyweight paper. This is heavier than the 300 Arches, but I'm just testing it out. I have never used it. As you can see, it's kind of like thicker, a lot thicker. and this one over here that I haven't opened up yet is rice paper. And this is calligraphy paper, and I'm going to see how it handles with watercolor, graphite, charcoal, compass charcoal, color pencils, oils, and acrylic, just for fun. So we can see how, if I can do 20 different parts of material in this, that will be awesome. But once that we're done with our art, I will always, like my professors ingrained this to me, it's very important that we do our best drawings, our best paint, our best everything, to go to www.copyright.gov and submit your artwork, upload it, create a username and a password, follow the instructions. There's videos in there. And yes, it's $85 for the collection of works, which is 10. It used to be back in the day. For us, if they don't know this, they should know this. But it will be very nice for the copyright.gov webpage to open up for students and for faculty and staff and for studio people that are doing portfolios, to please have it open for at least 20 pieces of art to be uploaded One, because it's very heavy uploading, taking the time and going through the Lightroom and then creating the correct information, making sure that everything is spelled correctly, make sure that it takes a lot of editing on the photographs, a lot of time of creating the art. And I am so grateful that we have what we have, but it will be nice if we can submit 20 pieces of work. Now it's only 10 for $85. So for the students that are copywriting and the last year of their pieces of work or the portfolios, they need to be copyrighted. So if that can be open for them like that, that would be so awesome. So just a little food for thought for our beautiful copyright.gov webpage. But yeah, it's 10 pieces of art, not 20. But most schools, in order for us to go ahead and submit it and blah 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 blah, to be admitted to school, we need 20 different types of pieces of work. So it will help us master students and it will help out the undergraduates. And yes, the story continues. So, and I'm gonna use this type of brushes, the calligraphy brushes. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, guys. Thank you so much for the likes, shares, subscriptions. We are up to 74 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 BFF subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So thank you for everything so far, and let's go ahead and move forward together and grow together as a community. I have some information on my community tab. I will start loading up. My channel is not currently with any affiliates, but I'm just doing it because I love art. I just finished and graduated with my bachelor's of fine art. To all of my people that don't have the degree and they're searching for it, look into it. My Instagram has a lot of museum, a lot of galleries, a lot of digital designer stuff. I do use Adobe. Getting used to the new AI software and all of the new updates. So all of us, we have to learn how to breathe and start working with a new technology, because yes, we need the human component, we need the new stuff, and we need a good balance between the new and the old. And because hey, it has been here all along, it's not gonna go away. And like I said at the beginning of the story, humans created AI, not AI created humans. So stop terrifying people. The jobs are not gonna go away. We're just gonna have to be trained and retrained in order how to use the equipment correctly, in order how to be more proficient and to be better qualified, better trained, better people, better society, and a better life. And yes, I'm putting into here, what does it mean to be a human? What is the good life? What is justice? And what is the other one? I know I'm forgetting. There's one final one. Let's see. What is it to be a human? What is a good life? What is justice? What is truth? Ah, I said it. What is the truth? See ya.